sucks.
All right, thank you, Johnny. All right.
He's not wrong.
Fuck. These cables did
Hot tub stream.
Well,
Get your tits out.
No.
I will subscribe.
You already subbed.
I will cancel it.
Hot tub stream, and then every sub you got to write their names on your body.
Dear God.
What?
Where can I sign up to that?
You fucking Neanderthal. All right. Let's get on the old fun one. F1. How many laps is this tonight, Dan?
25.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah, 25.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, now cars just zooming by.
You already started the mistake.
No, it's just the menu like sounds on this are so like loud. I got the music turned off, but like the start menu, you just hear like the meow like a car, and it's just so loud as well. Okay, great. You are the worst I've seen all night.
Good.
All right. Do you need me to harass anyone for you, Batty, to get them in here?
Buddy.
I've got pretty much
Bill,
everybody's got an invite apart from that JRN guy, but I think he was one that you added.
I can check.
He did say that he was going to be behind.
Yeah.
So he said, "Feel free to start."
He likes it in
playing
the
without
behind.
him. He would join.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even got the... Okay, well, that's worked. Okay. Good. Thank you very much for that as well, Morgs 37. Appreciate you. Again, Kyle, I have yelled at people already, mate. The game isn't out until late September. There is no way that I'm going to be opening management applications for a season that starts in late October on August 6th. You're going to have to wait.
I'll do it.
You're going to have to wait. I don't know when it will be. All I can tell you in terms of my dates is that I know that the Team of the Year ceremony for 2020, or for FC25, is going to be this weekend. After that, I imagine it. No, after that it will be. I imagine it will be a couple. It will be a couple of weeks of just chilling out, and then after that, then we'll probably release it. So end of August, September. Like, there's no rush. Thank you so much as well, Kids, for the Prime. Like I said, the game comes out like the third week of September, and with our kind of season dates, we won't be starting any league until, well, the main league until like late October, early November. Because then we can get a season in November, and we can have a winter break for Christmas and New Year, and then bing bam boom. So, yeah, it's still too early. And if I open the management applications up now and I gave them out to people, then in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to literally have people coming up to me and being like, yeah, I don't want the team anymore. It'd just be pointless. It'd be a stupid thing to open them up now. Me and JRN call for races, so I should be able to invite him when he jumps into the channel. Would be perfect. Thank you, Hodgson. Appreciate that. Swifty as well happening. And yeah, so we're kind of just getting everyone on this minute in time. Like I said, race 8 today. Only 4 more to go after this one. Vegas as well. It's the same practice race that we did to kick this all off. So yeah. Should be good. Funnel one in.
Hard to say, Shadow Gunners, like I was here, she's here, MGD is just joined, so Shadow.
You know what I'll do for you, Batty? I should never mind.
No.
I was going to say, I was about to go into the attendance channel. I thought maybe Dan had listed out like every single name. We could just check mark them off as they got in.
Yeah.
But he's only just got the removal people in. So yeah.
MGD, Sutty's in college, James Turish.
Well, to join me. Well, to be fair, Punk, I doubt you would consistently be able to make the races anyway, because they're always like this. They're always Wednesdays at 4:30 Eastern. I know you kind of work until like 6 Eastern. So yeah, I mean, you get to see what it's like on a day off today, I imagine. But yeah, We starting the GP2 broadcast now. Well, enjoy that one swiftly. Let us know if there's any chaos and carnage. Opinions on people trying to buy the beta codes. I've said on Twitter, I think if you're buying a beta code, you probably need to get a new hobby, some sort of hobby.
I got one. DM me right now. I'll sell it to you.
Yeah. People are dense. What are you going to say? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Are we missing any big boys tonight? Back we got like maybe no. Lewis Welch is here then, is he?
No Welch.
No Welch.
No.
There's no Welch tonight.
No tonight.
My goodness me, we could have an exciting race then. All right. VRL Kieran's ears just fucking pricked up with that information. What about Chizzy? Is Chizzy here tonight?
He's joining in quality, so JRN, Kissy, and Sutty are all joining in quality.
All right.
It's just Shadow Gunners and is it MJD that left? Shoes is here, MJD's here, Sutty's joining, Tourish is here. Tiller is the other one. Shadow and Tiller.
Na 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 da 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 da.
I'm invite Colin again. That was the one that.
I doubt he's going to be here, is he?
Nah, he was here and it kicked him out. So
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Good to see him at least. Oh, yeah, there he is. My goodness me. I forgot what he even used to look like, Connor, since we barely see him. Unbelievable. I imagine you're going to... Wait, so how many should we be at? If the people coming in quali, there should be, what, like 3 coming in at quali? You said?
Yeah, we need Tiller and Shadow.
Okay.
That's it.
I'll go fucking yell at Tiller.
We're missing 5 people.
It's always fun having to round up the reprobates. It always is.
Someone in there. Oh yeah, it's still set to Australia, by the way. It's like, yeah, you can see you're reading the messages of me inviting people, yeah.
Yeah,
let me do one thing at a time, please.
Yeah, if I can scream at them, Matt.
Ryan, not
yeah, let them know, Ryan.
At MKW, wrong track. Send it in as a message. Start my back. Do my taxes.
Sorry, Tiller.
Wait a minute. Is Tiller's name is Tiller HDMI cable?
HDMI cable. Yeah.
What? Why is he now called Tiller HDMI cable? That's so fucking random. Why? Okay, I guess. See, once Shadows gets in, then my goodness me, we'll be good to go. Unbelievable. We're actually going to be starting a race potentially early. What's going on?
Yeah, we got a choice. We could go to quali now and the others can join. Because they're all going to be like 5 minutes. Well, not all of them, but I know at least 2 of them will be about 5 minutes. So
well, good news is Shadows is literally replying to me. I said, plus hurry. He said, I'll be as quick as I can. I said, should we go into quali now? And then you join midway. So I'm waiting to see what he says. Okay. As soon as he replies, then I'll let you know. Because that's the thing. I think if you start quali and then you like put a fire on people, and they're like, oh, okay, I've actually got to be ready in 18 minutes. I think if you don't do that, people are just going to be taking the piss and be like, yeah, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. This puts a little bit of pressure on someone. I say, regardless whether he's here or not, start quali at 9:40, Batty.
Yeah, all right.
I think then that's 18 minutes for quali in it, so 9:58. So we should be bang on time at that point. That's good. Do 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 do. Right. Need to charge my phone as well. Forgot to do that. Piss. Oh, nearly dropped my microphone. Double piss. So wait, after tonight, what are the final 3 tracks? Do-do-do. Wait, where the bloody hell's the track list? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. There we go. Found it.
Austria.
Yeah. Found it.
I have no idea about quality times here, so this will be an interesting one.
Well, I mean, we used this as the
Yeah,
practice
we need to go
grid,
back
didn't
and
we?
find out what the practice race
Yeah.
times were.
Remember that. He said Shadowgunners is loading up now, so there you go. He should be here imminently. Then we can go. And then I would just send a DM to those other 3 batty being like, yeah, we're starting quali like now. Like, you need to be in the next 18 minutes.
Yeah. I'll just say, I'll DM Sutty, because I think Sutty and Kissy are doing the same thing.
Yeah. And it's not a official VFL race day until we see Surtee qualify with intermediates, regardless of the weather.
When are you going into your run? So I know when to. I don't want to sit.
I mean, we're going in at 9:40, but as soon as this guy joins, if you wanted to go back, just literally go in at 9:42, Matt, and then DM the others.
We're just having a couple of people that are, I think, struggling just with connecting. That's all.
With live.
Yeah, that's fine. They can join midway through quali anyway.
Don't we all?
They're done.
Yeah.
Dre said in capital letters, Vegas, people may struggle with traction depending on the setting. He's yelling that. He's yelling that command.
Nah. The only thing I'll struggle with is like stopping on the road and going to gamble.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Cold, not cold, Michael. I'm just immediately as soon as this ends, I'm out the front door.
I want to put the Ferrari on black. Let's go.
Oh, Shadows is here, Batty, so we can launch it. Wonderful. So 13 people here from the off, and then 3 people joining mid-quali. Smashing. Grid of 6. Didn't have too many. I don't know if you remember on the practice thing about 8 weeks ago. We didn't have many crash outs in Vegas, did we? There wasn't really too much damage or carnage, was there? I don't think there was.
I think there was at the start. Cause we had like a couple of back-to-back safety cars, didn't we? But then it kind of calmed down.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Is it not saving my fucking? Why is it not saving the settings? I'm putting in the fucking.
All right. 13 in, 3 to come. 18 minutes of quali. Excellent. So, Vegas tonight, fellas. We're back where effectively it all started. We did the Vegas track as a practice race back before the season's around 8 weeks ago. Me and Batty combined, can't remember what a good qualifying time is at Vegas. So if anyone's got any indication as to what they think a good quality time is, let us know. But yeah, Vegas, you would be very surprised if it wasn't dry weather. And like I said, tonight it could be very much open for the taking. Lewis Welch not here this evening, so maybe you'd be looking at the likes of Chizzy when he joins. Maybe you'd be looking at the likes of VRL Kieran. Said he had a couple of good races.
There we go. There's all my settings.
So yeah, should be an interesting one. Bless you, Jamin.
Okay.
Maybe tonight it will be the winning sight of Tiller's HDMI cable that catches us all off guard. Only time will tell.
I was gonna have a little say that
Who else?
I feel like Tiller's had enough kind of results.
Look at who else is missing before.
Maybe the Zombs will race win. So, and this would be the time to
Tell everyone to go.
I think Hughes as well, if he can channel his F124 days. Neymar, Dirty Hippo, if he can get himself correct, is a a weapon. Bench warmer depends if he has one of those good races or bad races. He's so 50-50. One day it's good, one day he's into the wall. Shadow gunners as well. We've seen him kind of be in the top 5, and he takes a kind of bad corner from people. I think it's definitely open. It's open for the conversation.
Or something. I think Kieran will put it pole.
I think so. I would be surprised if he doesn't.
Race, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he didn't get get podium. Prince said apparently IRL George Russell clocked a 1:32.3 to gain pole in 2024. So 1:32.3 is what we'll set our stuff at. What we'll set our kind of quality focus on. You would expect in terms of pole time, Kieran.
Game is normally quicker, but I know tracks exist where real life is quicker.
Yeah.
Because of the lines they can take. So, we'll see.
I would expect, while of course Chizzy isn't here, I would expect either Tiller or Kieran to set pole. I'd imagine that would be the reality of it. Unless, of course, Hughes can again find his 2024 days, find his kind of his experience that kind of made him a top 3 threat back in the day. Maybe he can grab a good race time tonight. But I do like that Mercedes team of Hughes and Kieran. I think, of course, Hughes said his reactions have dropped off a little bit in F1. But, again, F1, wouldn't really call it a hard track, or is it a hard track, in your opinion, Batty?
Management-wise, it's quite difficult, I think. You know, your tyres can kind of go off at any point. Like, it's very much like you have to pit like the optimal lap, or you will lose a shit ton of time around here. And you know, you just gotta make sure that you keep battling to a minimum so that you all kind of stay with each other. So it is easy to stay within DRS around here, but it's going to be the fighting early on to see if it's going to be a pack that ends up breaking away and then getting away from the rest. Because if there is like a 4 to 5 second gap, they probably will just get further and further away. Yeah. So
the comms from Dre as well. In the actual race, Lando clocked the fastest lap of a 1:34.8. And then Dre also said, keep an eye out on the left-right chicane.
It's supposed to rain in our race. It's the middle of the fucking desert.
Wow, so you got rain in GP3 at Vegas. So keep an eye on the left-right chicane in Sector 3 after the long straight. If someone doesn't get their braking point after opening the DRS, they will die. So maybe in GP2 or GP3, it just feels like the last couple of races now, everyone's got their footing in GP1. We've seen a couple of crashes. Obviously, 2 of those came from the Spaniard that left after he couldn't hack it with the big boys in GP1. But I don't think there's been too many kind of crashes in that regard. A 1:31.4 there being set by Kieran. So like Batty said, Batty expected this one to be quicker, but Batty also expected Kieran to be one of the benchmarks for pole. And you can see so far, there's a couple of the guys that are finishing behind him. That looks to be the case.
It's looking like, you know, a 1:32 kind of mid to low 1:32 is a good benchmark, and then a 1:31 is a fucking good time by the looks of it.
That's a very good time. A 1:31.4 is looking like it to be a very good time. A 1:31.8 from Benchwarmer. There you go.
He's another one, man. It's you look at his TT times, and he's always up at like top 5 at the guys
I remember
in the league.
he caught our eye a little bit in. I remember that at least. I remember when we did the practice race before week 1. He was one that kind of did so well that he caught our eye in the practice session, I'm pretty sure. So for him to get a 1:31.8, again, it is one of those kind of race candidates for Benchwarmer. As I said, 1 week he's great, the next week he's subpar, the next week he's back in the top 5, the week after that he's back to 14th. You don't know. It's there's no in between for Benchwarmer in the kick salver. He either kind of makes it work, or he crashes and burns, literally. So. There you go. Well, we've also picked up Chizzy and Surty. So only one that we're missing
is JRN, who I think Hodge has got.
Yeah, Hodge said, Hodge is going to get him in, he said. So that's fine. So, hey, listen, good good turnout tonight and a good, interesting kind of race, especially since the likes of Lewis Welch is not here tonight. Lewis Welch not here does put a lot of pressure on Chizzy again. You know, we always say that when Lewis Welch isn't here, when Nico wasn't here before he backed out and quit out, you'd always say that Chizzy would be the guy. But said we saw last week as well, Tiller for a large portion of the first half of the race was kind of up there in the top 3, pushing and trying to poke his way
I'll be back in a sec.
into first, but maybe that will be a different outcome here tonight. Of course, more people, of course, are in the pit still. Be interesting to see what Hughes can do. I'll stick with Shadow's gunner for now as well, as he is out, about to set a time here tonight. So there you have it. And as I've just said that, I've also got the renders for the stuff I needed for VFL, so that's perfect. So let's to Ali quickly.
Middle sector for Shadow.
Where'd you go, you absolute wank pheasant, you, Matt? Where'd you pop off to?
I just was quickly asking Kayla because Corey's the only one that's missing from GP3, just seeing if he's like if they knew anything.
Okay, but there's everybody. GRN's in now.
Smashing.
Yeah, lovely stuff.
All right, 10 minutes of qualifying left to go here with some change on top. So, Chizzy tonight coming out in the intermediates. He's taken a leaf out of Surtees' book. Clearly, Surtee, a trendsetter in the likes of quality. Disappointed not to see Surtee on intermediates, though. What is this woke nonsense coming out on softs, Surtee? You're better than that. I expect better. I don't know. I feel like I've been betrayed in terms of what I'm seeing here. Said so far, though, seems like you're right about your 131. Anything in the 131s is incredible, as the low 132s are kind of the higher end benchmark. You got Michael on a 132.5, which is not bad. Shadow's on a 132.6, and then Connor so far on a 134.5. Connor, of course, I think more self-aware than any driver on the grid. Says, you know, maybe not the best racer out here, but we'll give it my best for 4 more weeks. You would be really excited to see him be finishing the top 10 and get some points on the board tonight. Yeah. Question will be if he can or not, though. James Torish as well. Good to see him back and out on the grid in the Aston Martin. You'd think tonight as well he'd be itching to get some points for himself as well. What is the kind of main danger zone then in this track, Matty? Is there one particular sector or corner or something that maybe you look at and you go, that's the most death-prone corner?
Sector 1 can be difficult at the start of the race. You know, you've got long, kind of tightening corners. You have to have a lot of faith in the people around you. And then once the course kind of, the track like hits that first straight, that right-hander at the end of the first DRS will absolutely take somebody out this race. Because people always brake too late. And we're on a heavy fuel load, and when your tyres aren't warmed up, you're more prone to do it any other time. So it's mainly just don't brake late around here. That's it. You know, if you brake late, you're probably going to end up taking your wing off. So it's about who's the bravest around here. It's very similar to tracks like Baku in that sense.
Yeah.
You know, the walls everywhere, precise. The more brave you are, the more benefit you're going to reap. But yeah, it's if I was the boys, any one of the lads in the grid, I'd be very, very cautious in the first 2 corners, because many a race has ended that I've seen in the couple of years that this track's been on the game.
Well, we stick with Hodgson as well, who is just about to set his time, as is his Ferrari teammate JRN. In high hopes maybe tonight for a lot of these guys, even middle of the pack, just to see, you know, no Lewis Welch in there. Would therefore mean a tighter race up top, which therefore does open up the possibility of an easier kind of, you know, placement finish into the top 10. So I think everyone's feeling good. I think the entire grid will be having a bit of a sigh of relief tonight that Welch is nowhere in sight. But don't worry, he says he will be back next week. So You've only got 1 week without the greatest driver of all time, it seems, being out of action. He is looking like a shoe-in for the championship with 4 races plus this one to go. Like I said, season 1 of F1 25 pretty much done dusted this time next month. So there is a lot of excitement as we hit to the head towards the end of the season. Right now, a 133.4 for Hodgson as well puts him into 10th position for qualifying. And with that, we can go and have a look at Surtees and see what he can do on those softs. Maybe not taking it so meaningly tonight. I don't know, maybe he feels inspired by the fact there's no Lewis Welch either. So the last couple of qualifiers we said we've seen that kind of trademark of Surtees coming out and effectively being an intermediates for the entire time. Shadow's Gunner as well on a 132.6. Liam Y on a 132.2. I didn't even notice that. And MJD on a 132.0. So that's a great time. JRN on a 132.1 as well. Are there any outstanding race penalties here tonight, Batty? Is there anyone going to have 15 or 10 seconds added on? Or
I always won in GP1. Give me a second and go back. Mexico, no, it was a racing incident. No, none in GP1. So
there you go, nothing to worry about for the likes of Surtees.
One in GP2, and then there's many in GP3.
Yeah, Dan showed me the GP3 list earlier on. I was like, that's very GP3ish.
There is MJD has
DS10.
a 5-second penalty for this race, so.
Okay, MJD has a 5-second penalty. Alright.
Okay.
So we need to be a little bit faster than
160.
Usual tonight. We go back around and have a look at James Torish once again.
Yeah. I just fucking didn't read proper.
Well, 5 minutes and counting here before qualifying reaches its conclusion. And the only people left to set times, Hughes, Torish and Chizzy. And as per usual, Chizzy does wait until maybe, 3 or 4 minutes remaining until he kind of departs from the garage and sets a time. So, yeah, he's one of those you have to just watch what the others are doing and then kind of respond from there. As Dirty Hippo continues to drop down ever so slightly, down into 5th now. As Liam Y has improved his time to a 132.04. Touching on the edge of overtaking MJD there on a 132.026. So, fine margins separating them. I mean, you look at 3rd, 4th, and 5th there, Batty. I mean, that is a very, very slight difference of time. That could indicate to us tonight we've got a really interesting battle for perhaps 3rd place if this is anything to kind of look into.
Season, it's like that 4th to 10th kind of bracket. Has always been very, very close. Maybe 4 tenths separate them max. Yeah, I mean, with a couple of the big boys not here tonight, you'd expect it to be a wee bit further up. Gainer might not even go out again.
I don't think he will. I think he's going to be happy with that 131.4.
Oh, no, as we say that.
Oh, right, well. I think he's probably just aware that that Chizzy will leave it until the last moment and then try and set some sort of monster lap. So, yeah.
Well, I wonder if he's going to do 2 out laps. Try and get that fuel right down. And,
well, look at that bench warmer,
Batty.
Batty is just caught up to look at that time now between Kieran and Benchwarmer. 131.49 now for Benchwarmer. So Kieran's got to maybe keep himself a little bit aware to the presence of the bench tonight. I think in terms of tyre strategy then, Batty, if we're due for a dry race, unlike GP3, which does have rain projected, what is the tyre strategy if you were racing tonight? How would you approach this one?
I don't know about the actual races. If it's just qualifying, we've got the rain.
Oh, okay.
I would say medium hard. Yeah. I think softs are probably one of those tyres that, I mean, they're just so double-edged in this game. Like, they are typically good for like 3-4 laps on most tracks and just drop off a cliff. So yeah, I probably think I don't know how similar the medium and the hards are. Maybe it would be one of those where like you want to do more laps in the mediums because they're the better tyre. But yeah, I mean, I'd say if it's anything like the other 25 kind of lap races, it's probably about 11 laps on the mediums and then 14 on the hards is optimal. But you'll have some leeway either side of that. There's a
Very
safety
fair.
car, you know, safety car comes out, say lap 8, I dare say everybody's going to put the hards on. Something like that.
That's fair. Well, we are at effectively the 2-minute warning of qualifying. So, and there comes Chizzy on his outlap. So, as per usual, leaving it late. And he will now give it a go to see what he can do in this kind of remaining minute and 40. For Hughes 96, you'd wonder if he's just happy to start at the back to avoid potentially all that chaos in the first corner you were describing earlier on.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's not going to be too out of pocket with that plan. If there is going to be chaos and carnage tonight, maybe he will avoid it all. And for Chizzy on those intermediates, just seems like he's having a leisurely Sunday stroll. Doesn't seem to be racing as fast as yet. So he continues to go around the grid here on his outlap. Of course, as per usual...
Kuhlman's about to come across the lane on a push lap, so this is it. This is his final time. It's going to be 1:30 summit.
1:30.9. Well. That there is a statement. 1:30.991 for Kieran. That is incredibly fast. So he will be feeling confident about his chances tonight. As we said before as well, fellas, once we get out of quali, please do not start the race. Just kind of get your setups all prepared. And then Batty will count you in with a ping in the Discord. Please don't be stupid. Use your heads. Let's have a nice clean race tonight. MJD also crossing the barrier for a 1:31.9. And Michael pushing himself up to a 1:32.002. So great time there for Michael, all things said and done. And I'm intrigued to see what it's going to be for Chizzy. Like I said, he's going to get a time. He's going to get to set a time. I wonder if he's going to be in the middle of the pack. You don't think so?
No, he came out to give Mr. Sutty a slipstream. He came out on intermediates, so he's starting at the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we saw Lewis Welch do it last week, and then he ended up winning. Are we going to see Chizzy do it this week? Again, a reminder, there is no Lewis Welch here tonight. It would be a new winner from last week's adventures. In race week, or race night number 8, you would think VRL Kieran right now looking like maybe the one to beat. But it only takes one moment of head loss, as it always does with VRL Kieran. A couple of weeks ago, some crash out when he was in a podium position. When a safety car was out, people couldn't believe it. It's a huge mistake. Maybe he'll be saying to himself, that won't happen tonight. With the possibility of winning, we'll not allow that to happen.
The gap from third to 10th isn't even 2 tenths.
Yeah, it's minuscule, isn't it? That is...
Yeah, isn't even 2 tenths. That's fucking mental.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm for a good one by the looks of it.
I think so. I think this is the most kind of... I'm intrigued. This is the most intrigued I've been in terms of who's going to finish, you know, in the podium positions for quite some time, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Having a robot like Welch will do that, yeah.
I wonder if Lewis Welch is keeping tracks of this tonight as well. See what maybe the boys can do without him. He's just joined us. He's joined us for the end of qualifying. It's about 50 seconds remaining, and then the drivers will be able to do their setups, and then we will go into the race tonight at Vegas. 25 laps. Lewis Welch, the GOAT of this season, not here. So you would think tonight it would be a battle between Chizzy and VRL Kieran. But as Batty said, you just got hit. Not even 0.2 of a second separating third and 10th. So that is quite something in terms of how tight the grid is. Will be all about that first corner, that first turn, even that first sector for some. Should be incredible. Over under for deaths. I don't think there's going to be too many deaths tonight. I really don't. I feel like I said the last couple of weeks they've been very, very clean in that regard. Again, fellas, remember, do your setups and all that, but please do not ready up. Make sure that you don't do that. So take like 60 seconds, 2 minutes, do your setups, and let it all happen. Okay? I'm going to just hide this quickly so Dan can get the times as well. There we go. So that's for Dan when he needs it. All right. Said, don't ready up, do your setups. And then when Batty pings, you'll be able to ready up. But please do not ready up until then. And again, as per usual, as expected, looks like clear skies here in Vegas tonight. In GP1 at least. So there was some wet weather in GP3. Whether that subsides for the race or not, only time will tell. In the end, then, Batty, gun to your head, you're going for tonight. You think Chizzy does it? You think Kieran does it? You think maybe Benchwarmer or Attila does it? Who are you going for? Gun to your head.
I think Kieran. He's half a second quicker. If he's able to just get in a groove, not get into trouble early, I think it's his. So, but yeah.
Biggest enemy is himself, though.
Yeah, I know. Gonna back him though. I think the conditions are right for him to win the race. His flyer looked very, very flawless. Doesn't seem, if he keeps that natural pace gap in the race, then he should have a relatively easy race. It is very difficult to break DRS around here though. So you probably gotta hope that the guy in third battles the guy in second and he can get away. If everybody kind of cooperates, it's going to be very difficult for him to break at the start of this race.
All right. Well, I think it's going to be one of. I think it's going to be one of the most interchanging podium, during the race. I think we're going to see so many different people in the podium positions during the race. I think it's impossible to call who gets top 3. I will stick. I'll be boring. I'll say if you're saying Kieran, I'll be boring. I'll say Chizzy. And I think the podium tonight, you put a gun to my head, just purely on quality, I would say Chizzy, Kieran, Benchwarmer, and I think Tiller will just miss out on it. I think he'll finish in 4th, but I think there's a possibility for shocks and upsets. Absolutely.
Yeah. So no formation on that. Green light, lads.
There we go. Green light has been given. We can ready up. Best of luck tonight to everyone, whether in GP 1, 2, or 3 for this race night in Vegas. Hopefully, it is a clean one. Hopefully, there's no carnage anywhere to be seen. Let's see who takes home the gold tonight in absence of Lewis Welch. But whenever they're ready, they will be able to ready up. Here we go then. The race is firmly set to go. It's all about this first corner, you said, Batty. So let's see if you're correct or not. Here we go then.
Somebody sideways.
Yeah.
Going for a ride.
Yeah. There was some
chaos at the back.
Hanky-panky there already.
Clips there, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was Hodgson, I think it was, wasn't it? I think that's what you said as well.
Yeah.
I think he got spun to the side. I mean, early doors then, Batty. What do you make of that? Only one person.
This too, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
the one I'm on about. Yeah. When they've just taken there.
Yeah.
While they were all close, that corner is going to cause a lot of front wings to.
That's very tight though. That one as well. Jeez, that's a tight one. I mean, very early days then, Batty. 2 cars out of 16 coming out on hards. Are you surprised by that, or do you back that, or is there no wrong option on this track tonight in terms of how you start?
I think I'm an old head, so I think that starting on the hards is always the best strategy. That's going to be another incident. Hughes just got wiped out as well. Yeah, I think providing you can stay out of trouble, hards is always the best. You know, because you can make the mediums last a bit longer, so you can have a longer stint on the quicker tyre when a lower fuel load and the track's got more track.
There's contact there between second and third. Oh, the wheel. Oh, God, that looked like it was going to be...
This is what Kieran needs, though. It's exactly what Kieran needs.
This is what you wanted.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ruben.
He wanted this.
Well, right now, you can see the front four is tight. Tiller now getting involved as well. Coming around the bend as everyone begins to hit that first corner of doom again, but it seems like they've taken it nicely this time round. Hughes, of course, who is suffering from a bit of a wipeout there, is struggling to keep his car straight. He is definitely facing wing issues here. Jesus, yeah, he is struggling to turn the car. The Mercedes, he really is.
From that corner.
There has been a death over in GP3. Who's died, Matt?
That would be Ewan Williams.
Oh, Ewan, the casualty.
I was trying to skip down to see it, but yeah, it just seemed like two cars going into it at the same time. Oh,
a safety car, is it?
That's virtual.
No, not safety cars yet. No, it's just all yellows everywhere at the moment.
Right. Oh my goodness me, Kieran. Then he had a bit of an issue there. Wow.
So someone else, Scotia, got spun out going into the really tight chicane. And then they thought, nah, that's it, I'm done. Just got spun out and was like, yeah, that's enough for me.
Well.
So Ewan says he misjudged that corner like a bitch.
MGD may have too, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that in my rear view. It was quite funny.
These tight passageways that are giving people some trouble at the minute as James Torish and Liam are having a bit of a battle here in the doldrums as well, as Dirty Hippo getting a 3-second penalty. What about penalties tonight, Bat? Should we be seeing an abundance of them like last week, or maybe a little bit more calm on the penalties, you think?
I don't think you see as many as last week, but you know, this track's got some quite horrible corners on it, but I think the majority of the warnings will probably be from avoiding people. You know, there's not many corners that I think you naturally just want to cut them. Maybe the second to last corner could be one that will get a lot of people later on as they're trying to, you know, push and get a better exit, things like that. But if you keep it clean, I think, yeah, this is a track that's easy enough to come out with no penalty.
Can see what Dre means though, about the braking point needing to be spot on so many of these turns, because it just feels like if you just get it wrong once, you are gonna
wall on the other side every single corner.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now it's VRL Kieran who's leading the way, Batty, with quite a bit of a significant distance between him and Benchwarmer. He looks like he's having a leisurely Sunday drive, so it's going to be down to maybe Benchwarmer and MJD to close that gap, as JRN now in the Ferrari in fourth, maybe looking to make a move on MJD soon enough here. He's keeping pace with him, and he's right behind him now. About this exit though. Oh, he's worked that well. Now he's getting some good time on him. Just a case of, is he going to try and go for the overtake here? Yes, he is going to. And we're going to get... Yeah, that's a really, really tight one there. JRN and MJD, only 4 laps in, but they are having a real fight. Deep. Yep, Tiller went far underneath, and then resultantly got overtaken by MJD as well. As TRC Victory and Chizzy now having a bit of a battle here. And Chizzy, of course, the kind of icon from last F1, is starting to rise up for the ranks. Started in 16th and already 4 laps in is in 8th position. He is on the way. That's the only way to really describe his race so far. But yeah, I mean, early days, Batty, apart from that kind of first, you know, that first corner, as you said, it's been relatively clean in the following laps.
Yeah, and they've got as kind of Quali kind of said, they got a train from second all the way down to 10th.
Yeah.
Like, so it could be a lot of fighting going on for the whole of this race.
Watching JRN in the Ferrari, then, if you were in his shoes, how do you pip Benchwarmer here? Is it just take your time and hope he makes a mistake, or when do you make a move if you're in the Ferrari?
With third as the best position, technically second if everybody was in a train, but because Kieran's so far ahead, third is the best position to be out of, you know, second all the way down to 10th. That was not an ideal corner.
Yeah, I was going to say, he really went deep on that one. Is that going to be a warning?
Yeah, it could be, no, but Haas is going to get him back on the corner. He just got him on, so.
Well, yeah.
And now that might let Bench get enough of a gap to break away.
What it has done as well is allowed Tiller back into this kind of race for third, hasn't it? I mean, he is right behind them now. As is Michael, in fairness. I want to see Michael do well. Said a good kind of consistent racer back 2 or 3 years ago, but hasn't really kind of had the consistency so far this season. Right now, 6th position. Wouldn't feel too bad as I say that, though. Chizzy is right behind him. This is the gunman to watch out for. Oh, he's clipped the wall there, though, Batty, is Chizzy. Going into that turn, he did make contact with the wall.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see if maybe he's damaged his wing at any point there, because that looked like a real hard hit, but that he's in that train. He's very much there. On the edge of greatness, you could maybe say. But right now, Tiller starting to lose the pace on 3rd and 4th again. Is this continued battle, this jousting? Oh, Kieran smashed into... No, it's because Benchwarmer smashed into something there. Just saw like an explosion from that corner.
He's just going to smash into something just to make it feel better.
Yeah, have a look at... Keep an eye on Benchwarmer back. See if his wing went. I swear to God, I saw him kind of take that corner and something kind of went kaboom. So I don't know if maybe you'll see a little bit of a issue with his car there.
His wing's all intact. Maybe it's just... sometimes you do get like... It looks like there's stuff falling off, but it's like...
Oh, that's a bad one from GRN.
I have to ask, how did you manage that?
I got on the throttle too quick and it's fun.
Well, I saw a yellow flag and I was like, oh, that's a Ferrari. Oh, that's Ryan. Let me go and have a look. He was currently in the process of doing a 3-point turn to get back.
My tires are like ice cold, and I hit the gas and it went around.
There you go, issues in Messiah Land for GP3 as Surtees enters the pits, so potentially some wing trouble there. As he goes in first. Connor therefore gets the jump on him, and Surtees coming out onto soft spot. He's 6 laps in. What do you think of that decision?
Nuts.
Okay.
Maybe yeah, maybe he's going. I think at this rate, you're probably just looking for a safety
I'll tell you what, Matty, by the way, cut you off here quickly. Look at this train between 3rd down to like 8th or 9th. They are absolutely right on each other's asses here. We'll stick with Chizzy for now, because he is kind of really in the thick of it there, but then again, around this turn, around this bend, it could be ever so scary. However, they all take that one with expert precision. As look at this now, Chizzy overtaking Michael. There he goes from 8th a couple laps ago to now into 6th. Kieran will have to be aware that the matador that is Chizzy is coming. He believes that tonight there is the potential of a race win. As this train begins to reform all over again. Around the side here.
I don't know what kind of setup Craig and GP3 has, but Shadow Days has just got DRS on the long straight, overtook someone, and Craig is still gaining time on it. It's an interest. It's something special, we'll put it that way.
He's a hacking bastard, Matt, isn't he? Yeah.
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that whatever setup he's got, it's working wonders at the moment. He literally got a 5-second gap from 2nd place after 3 laps. I just love Vegas, obviously.
Yeah, clearly. Shadow's gonna hear us.
Matt, spectate me.
I spectated you when you were...
No, but like, is my like rear wing just like wide open?
Oh. No, it's closed on my screen.
I say it's red damage, and I have absolutely nothing.
I think talking of damage there, Batty. I don't know if you saw that there, but JRN went ghost. So did he maybe clip the wall?
Yeah. That normally means winged out.
Oh, that's a bad one. Yep, we got a good view of that one on the stream.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, wow. That was...
I'll try and watch the spectator camera and see the back of it.
Issue is, you're going from like, it's 200.
I don't know if the diffuser's gone or something, but the wing itself looks alright.
Yeah.
I just have like absolutely no grip.
50 meters.
Like, Like the DRS is stuck open.
Oh wait, I think on the edges it's very broken.
Well, it's gonna...
Oh,
Oh, that's a spin.
Yeah.
And JRN's wing, if it wasn't broke before, it definitely is now. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised his wheel hasn't come off there, Batty, and he's in big trouble now. He was having that big joust with MJD for the first 8 laps, and now he's had a little bit, well, not a little bit, he's had a very big problem there, so we'll see what the Ferrari can do.
No, look, I think there is parts of your rear wing that are missing. So that's probably what's causing it.
JRN as well.
And do the retire.
Following Surtees' strategy here, Batty, he's come out onto softs as well, looking to maybe regain some time, confident in himself that he can maybe catch some of these guys with those softs. So really a shame for JRN because he had such a good opening kind of 7 laps there. I mean, he really was in contention. I tell you this much as well, MJD on some of these turns, Batty, he keeps clipping with his rear wheel the wall. So, I mean, he's got to be careful. He keeps banging that. It's the second or third time I've seen him do that now.
Yeah, it's a hard track to not overdrive on.
Yeah.
You know, so you make one mistake and you just want to grab it all back because you see the gaps building up because, you know, it's just long ass straight, hard braking zone, long ass straight, hard braking zone. So there's not really much time to actually make up your mistakes. So then you end up overdriving and making even more that Kessie is right back into
the top. Oh, that's a smack into the back there from Michael into TRC victory. It's not anything too severe, but yeah, it's that kind of little shimmy that same corner is providing difficulty for a lot of people. Benchwarmer has gone in for a pit, so maybe we suspected potentially a little bit of wing damage earlier on.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be the case there, because 9 laps in, Batty, or 8 laps in, it doesn't seem like that's a strategic pit, does it?
Well, he didn't change his wing, so I don't know if it's maybe like not damaged enough that you can't repair it, or like it won't auto repair unless you select it, or maybe he just lit the tyres up. That's a very big possibility too.
Oh, spinning in the pit lane there for Connor as well, not ideal. So spinning in the pit lane penalty has been the biggest foe for so many people. Are you surprised as well, Batty? Connor, they're retiring in the pits. Are you surprised as well, Batty, that it wasn't a safety car for that kind of spin into the wall for JRN? I thought for certain we're going to see a virtual safety car, maybe at least, but I'm more surprised because he didn't crash out completely. I thought his left front wheel was going to spin off into the distance, but he's recovered it.
The game's weird, you know. I think maybe because it's not, you know, the racing line's on the other side. He spun off it. There's not that many cars around him. Yeah, there are cars around him, but you know, he was in a big train, and when he spun out, it was a bit of a gap between him and the next cars. So maybe the timing was just right that they avoided the safety car, but it was a bit of a hefty shunt into the wall.
Well, we'll stick with this train for now as well. Currently in...
We might not get one, you know.
Between second, third and fourth.
Opened up natural enough that we might not get
like
one.
I said, they have been a lot more kind of calm, I want to say. Of course, there's always... it could have been a bit of a... there's always a little bit of umming and ahhing in the first lap, maybe the first 2 laps, but then after that, everyone seems to kind of stabilise. Hughes has done a really good job as well, getting back into the top 10 after the issue he faced in, I think, the first lap, wasn't it? Currently 8th position, showing that, you know, perseverance and calmness very much prevails, as he's now ahead of Benchwarmer, who did have to pit earlier on. Hodgson in 10th, Liam Y in 11th, James Torish and Dirty Hippo 12th and 13th. You want to talk about maybe inconsistency and disappointment so far, about 10 laps in, nearly halfway through the race. Do you have to look at Dirty Hippo tonight? Someone, again, that's always so usually consistent, but not had maybe the cleanest of races tonight. I think he was involved in that issue with Hughes earlier on. Just hasn't seemed to have recovered since then, as Surtees has also retired in the pits there.
Yeah. Probably just... He might have, you know, unrepairable damage. It kind of looks like it, actually, with the amount that his back end's kind of kicking out mid-corner. It shouldn't be kicking out that much unless he's got a really, really aggressive setup on. But it's, pain in the arse of him, but still plenty of race to go.
Yeah, he got more than half the race. Of
But
course,
yeah,
the only way
he's
is
got
up
the
for...
talent that if there is a safety car, he get right back up there.
Oh,
again,
100%.
so.
Yeah. Anyway, is up for Jaren and Hippo as they continue to race here. Is Jaren going for the overtake and does get it. So Hippo back down low as they're continuing to battle. They're neck and neck though here in 13th and 14th at the minute. As just as he takes it, he loses it. Jaren being overtaken there again by the Germans, so not giving up that position without a fight as Michael has pitted, and now that's allowed Hughes and Benchmore back into 7th and 8th position as well. Michael going on to fresh hards here. 14 laps of the race left by, that will see him through to the end, won't it?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Anybody that kind of comes out now, I think our pits now will be comfortably able to do the one stop. Yeah. So Michael, I think, is maybe Tourish as well. Yeah, I would say James Tourish can definitely get it to the end. It'd probably be feeling like a wee bit more. But Tourish and Michael look to be the first ones so far that a pit that can definitely make it to the end without going again. Hippo, he's got a job on his hands if he wants to make those hards go all that way, but we've seen it done before, so...
Getting comments from the retiree Surty there as well, saying unfortunately lap 1 completely shit on his race. What happened on lap 1 to you, sir? It seemed like you were fine. Did you see Surty get into a crash or an incident in lap 1, Batty? I thought it was just mostly Hughes. Maybe we missed that one there, but I don't know.
Nah, the only thing I saw was Hippo go sideways. There might have been one a wee bit further back. I can watch back my replay because I was watching Kissy at the start initially. And then kind of flipped.
He said
up
the
as,
Alpines stuck me in the wall. That's what he said. Is Tiller there gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and if you had him on your bet slip to finish in the podium tonight, that may well have just taken a huge hit. Kieran also pitting there, but he's gone into fresh hards, so he's saying 13 lap old hards will get me through. What about these mediums, though? Hodgson, Chizzy, how many more laps do you reckon they've got? 11 laps and 10 laps, respectively. Well, okay, well, now he's just gone in as well. So, yeah, 11 laps on the mediums for Chizzy. Does he need to pit soon? ASAP? What are we saying?
I think he can maybe go 13 on them and then do 12 and a halves.
Okay.
Yeah, I think 13 would probably be better.
Do you think he's crazy enough to ride them a couple more and then maybe do 10 laps in softs, or is that just going to be completely unthinkable?
He's good, but I think that would take some doing.
JRN as well.
Pacing JRN's kind of lost.
Yeah.
The man he kind of just overtaken them 4 lap old softs. I don't think that's doable at all, really. So yeah, he'll probably respond and come in now. Depends how much time he's losing to MJD.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think MJD was the
significantly better than his right now.
I was going to say MJD, JRN was the kind of reference point. Is that he came out on softs and it looked great for the start, but then it just kind of died away really quickly in regards to how much time he lost. As Chizzy there has decided to pit 12 lap old mediums, so would mean that he will come out on hards for these remaining 12 laps. So there you go. It's going to maybe be... Has he played that brilliantly? Batty Kieran on 1 lap old hards. Chizzy on 0 lap old hards. Has he just timed this brilliantly perfect or not?
There is a bit of a gap, so if we can clear Tiller relatively quickly, and it is kind of just a 9-second hunt down to Kieran, and Kieran's got traffic to play with, or a little bit of traffic to play with, so there is opportunity there. Do I see Kieran giving up a 9-second gap without major, and without a major incident? No. So,
and I mean, as well, these
Alpines probably drive 80% and win the race.
And the Alpines up top as well, Batty. I mean, they're going to have to pit soon as well. 12 lap old hards. Yeah. I mean, the tyres aren't exactly, fucked, but I mean, they're going to need to do a compound change at some point here with 12 laps remaining. Again, you would think it would be immediately now, and it would be those mediums.
Yeah, it's if bench catches up, and then victory ends up holding Kieran and bench up.
Hmm.
That's how Kissy wins this race.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Attila looks absolutely rapid in a straight line, so I think Kissy's got a bit of a task on his hand to even get past him in the first place.
So another kind of battle here. We talked about JRN and MJD earlier on. Now the kind of midway point of this race, it's all about Michael and Liam Y. These two are consistently kind of trying to overtake each other, nose poking beyond one
This
another.
is a Michael Bold, man. That's what I'm
He's
used
having,
to seeing,
I was gonna say, it's probably his best
always...
race that I've seen today.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of got back. It wasn't quite as, form. So I don't think he really raced much last year in the first couple of races, but he was always, like, throughout this league's history, he's been, like, race winner in lower GPs, and then in the big GPs, kind of been about, gets points, but between 6th and 10th, sort of, so, yeah, it's about where he normally is, and he's having a good race at the minute.
Well, why you've been speaking there as well about JRN is pitted, gone off those 6-lap-old softs onto fresh hards for the remaining 11 laps, and Dirty Hippo has joined him, also fresh set of hards there.
For a second, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
You called that one. Well, Benchwarmer has just overtaken TRC Victory, split up those Alpines, so...
He's done it, so he can already overtake him, but I think he's broke too much, that's the issue.
Stick with it. It's TRC Victory going to look to make a move, but look at that. Chizzy just taking over Tiller as well, so that's huge.
That was optimal by bench, that could be damage.
It's that same corner. I'm pretty sure it's the same one as before earlier on when I flagged it to you.
Was in smart. Yeah, right that.
Yeah, Victory goes in. Oh, he's clipped the wall on the way in, though. That's not great. I mean, yeah, you're going to get repaired, but don't want to smack into all that. Interested, though, at your thoughts by he's gone in, but his teammate MJD has not gone in. This is striking me about him more and more, that he's going to try and get maybe 1 or 2 more laps out and going to try and finish on softs. That's what it's striking to me here.
I just thought, yeah.
If he doesn't go in and in this lap, it's got to be... Surely you wouldn't come out on mediums for 9 laps, would you?
Yeah, I absolutely would. Yeah, because, like, they're going to be quicker after 1 lap. They're going to be the quickest car on the grid, and then you're going to be able to absolutely hammer them and not even have to think about wearing them. You just be able to do like 9 hot laps straight, pretty much, and not have to care about the wear. Whereas, like, you've seen the softs, and I think the max number of laps the softs has been on.
Well, hang on a minute, just a minute there. By Chizzy also had a bit of difficulty with the turn there. Kind of just clicked onto him as he's kind of readjusting himself centrally. So maybe he's smacked into the wall. Oh, well, look at that bench warmer overtaken by Kieran. Oh, that's a tight one. Oh, he's clipped the wall. Oh, fuck it. Oh, that was a really dangerous one by bench again. He is really putting his car through the paces. Yeah. Goes right back through him. There you go. Bench warmer.
Pits now, so
back into it. There you go. 15 lap old hards.
Race ending compound now
then. MJD going on to what though? It's got to be mediums, isn't it? It's surely got to be mediums. Yeah, there it is. Fresh mediums there for MJD. So right now it is Vero Kieran who leads the way again. And Chizzy so far, Bay, I don't want to... Listen, 9 laps to go, granted, but doesn't really look like he's, tight enough to Kieran yet. Would you be concerned for Chizzy and his ability to win this race, or do you think there's still so much to go that you can't really predict it?
Yeah, the next couple of laps will tell a lot, because Kieran's got clean air, as is Chizzy, so you want to, it's about 7 seconds now, so we'll see what it kind of... Oh, has the lobby just died?
No, I'm still watching it.
Okay, my lobby's died then.
Just rejoin off of me is what I'll say. Everyone. That scared me there. That'd be terrible. I'll just check if no one's ghosting. Yeah, no one's James Torish is ghosting, as is Hodgson and JRN. So there's 3 ghosters at the minute.
Okay, because my lobby's just completely ended. Like
James Torish is now back. So it is just Hodgson and JRN that are currently ghosted. Okay. But everyone else is, still here. Michael has just been overtaken by Liam Y.
This is no fucking F1, man. Used to do this shit all the time.
Well, bench warmer, interestingly, Batty, while you're coming back in, 7-lap-old mediums has decided to pit here on lap 17. So that's intriguing. Does give Tiller the edgeway back into the top 3, and now does open a door as well for Liam Y. But this is the thing, with 7 or 8 laps to go, respectively, for whatever kind of point you're in, how much longer can Liam Y survive on those mediums? You can't put the mediums onto 15 laps, I don't think. That's way too much. So you'd suspect that Liam Y is going to have to pit again, and that does open up the door, of course, for Michael to maybe nab a podium. I say that because don't forget there is that 10-second penalty for Tiller, which does maybe rule him out of the running for a potential podium finish. In terms of the ghosting updates, Hodgson and JRN are still the only 2 ghosts. So I don't know if you want to reach out to them and see if they're actually just ghosting, or if they've disconnected and need an invite back. I have no idea what you want to do there.
I'll have a check. I'm waiting.
Kissy and Torish need invites.
Who? Torish is racing. Torish is here. He's not ghosting. I think Torish just rejoined back because, yeah.
Who was the other one done?
Kissy.
Chizzy's racing as well, unless this is broken. I don't know if you're seeing my stream, Dan, but it looks like he's fine. That's there you go. It must have been a race thing as well, Batty, because Swifty or Sergio came in and said migrating host in GP2 race ended. So it must have been a multi thingy. Did you get anything like that, Matt? Did you get the lobby fucked all or not? Okay, Matt's dead.
GP3 looks fine for the most part.
Fine people. Watson.
Well, we will keep you posted on that regardless.
Yeah, I think a few guys DC'd in GP3 as well.
Yeah. What I'll have to do is I'll have to see, because normally what happens is the race will end, but then the classification at the end will be different. So we'll have to see if we like other streams as proof. I mean, there's not much we can do. That's what used to happen back in the day. So
yeah, the results are going to get really complicated, but
yeah. Okay. That's a good move out. Shadow on to 4.
Alright, well, we're back. My son was typing a message there. Well, sad as the drama of the migration of hosts continues, one thing that has happened is that Chizzy has gone into second, Vera, Kira, and those still high and above. As yet, Jaren saying everyone in my session left and I was racing AIs. Not really much point anymore. So, there you go. JRN.
Yeah. I wonder if they're all on the same internet provider or something like that, and that was why it was only a select few people.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be interesting to kind of find out. Well, we do know that Hodgson's back at least, so that's good news.
Not the same. It's not an ISP thing because Kayla got the same problem.
Ah, it's just an EA server thing, then I imagine.
So it's an EA thing.
F1 shit. Yeah.
Well, for now,
yeah, the leagues literally couldn't run because of the shit on. Like it was
I remember a couple of years ago, wasn't
it? 8 or 9 month period where you couldn't run leagues because the lobbies just kept desyncing.
Well, to be fair, it's our first one in 8 weeks, I'm pretty sure. I had a desync before this, so, I mean, yeah. EA Sports and all that.
Done quite well. Apart from the, lap 1 with the formation car.
Oh really my god, it's that corner. Oh, he's gone sideways. MJD is smashed into the wall. He's gone sideways. Well,
No.
that is not what you want to see if you are the Alpine, who at one point were looking like they were going to finish second and third. And that's maybe...
Hughes and James Torres might be on for some points here.
I think you're right.
Michael's pit, so he's either let
Well,
off
final
his
5
tyres
laps as well. Liam Y, final 5 coming out on fresh softs. So someone's going for the kind of the aggressive finish there. For VRL Kieran, though, but he's still no sign of Chizzy behind him. Look at that. Just empty road for him to enjoy. As it looks like maybe tonight Kieran is, I think, for the first time, going to get a VFL race win. It's a very rare sight for him. You just got to keep it steady and calm for the remaining 5 laps. But it looks like Vegas was definitely his hotspot tonight. For now, though, there's still the conundrum of who's going to get that 3rd place finish. Right now, TRC Victory on those 5 lap-old mediums looks the most poised for it. Benchwarmer, you can maybe argue, will be a threat as well because of that incredible quali time that he set, but he's going to need to try and pip TRC Victory here. 5 laps to go. Podium on the line, Bay. At what point does he try and go for the overtake? As soon as possible, or does he always close the door on him there and have to let him through? And Benchwarmer does get that narrow corridor. As TRC Victory realised there was going to be maybe an incident if he didn't let that one go through. And as you said earlier on, Hughes and James Torres now into the top 10 here, as Michael is the one that seems to have suffered as he gets those medium tyres, those fresh medium tyres warmed up.
He might catch them both, you know, there's 4 laps and they're kind
I
of
think he could.
it, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with how he's performed this race, consistency-wise, you'd think it wouldn't be the most shocking thing if Michael caught up to him. But now, though...
It looks like it's battle for 4th, maybe, for the podium. So
yeah.
I think Tibble's going to generate enough of a gap.
I think you're right. Are you looking at anyone here and thinking they're going to be in some trouble for tyre wear? Victory's going to be on 10 lap-old mediums.
I need to do my settings again. Torish maybe, yeah.
15 lap-old hards.
Yeah, I feel a bit rough at the end, but I think everybody else should probably be okay. Yeah.
What about Liam Y? You think Liam Y on the softs with 4 laps to go can maybe break into the top 10? You think it's too far gone for him?
Depends. I think it would depend on the gap between him and Michael, because Michael's right on James Torres already.
Yeah.
That's the difference in grip right there. And unless he decides that, or puts the foot down and catches at the same rate. In fact, he's got to catch it at a quicker rate because his tyres are going to go off quicker. So.
Well, there's been another big overtake here, Batty, as Shadow Gunners now has taken over TRC Victory. And now we've got the potential of a bit of a dogfight there, as James Torres has just been lapped, or not lapped, but overtaken by Michael as well. Reminder of the penalties, people watching: 10 seconds for Tiller, 3 seconds for Shadow Gunners, and 21 seconds for Neymar Dirty Hippo there tonight. So as of right now, Benchwarmer is on for a podium finish. The inconsistent season of everyone's favourite rogue in the Kick Sauber continues on. Last week finished, I think, I don't know. I think was it last week he finished maybe 12th or something, and then this week look at him.
Michael's going to get Hughes, so.
Let's have a look. So another peek of that. The overtake here on the right-hand side coming, and absolutely smashing there from Michael. No doubt one of his best races in a long time here tonight. And I have to say the same for Hughes. You know, it reminds me of the Hughes of old as well. Took that really nasty incident in lap 1. You'd think, oh, okay, maybe low on confidence. He's not going to recover his position. And, you know, he's going to maybe be on for points here tonight if he plays his cards right. So a lot of good recoveries from this one tonight. I think the biggest one you'd feel sad about is JRN, MJD. Both of those two at one point kind of leading the way for a podium finish. And as I said at the beginning of the race today, I think you were going to see, and we did see, a real consistent and constant change of the names in the podium race. That's what you want to see in a competitive setting like this. Is TRC Victory, who already has the possibility of finishing with Shadow Gunners because that 3-second penalty, just about to go for a move there, as James Torres now has lost out to Liam Y. So James Torres now fighting against the elements back to try and get a points finish.
Yeah, let him go there so we didn't get DRS. Yeah, smart. probably doesn't have the grip to stay with him anyway. So now can Liam close down 3 seconds and 2 laps to get Hughes. No, he uses driving. I don't think he will, but yeah, he'll definitely do his damnedest.
We're going to have a quick brief one on that one, of course, barring a disaster, a meltdown from VRL Kieran. One of his first ever, if not his first ever, VFL race win tonight for him in the Mercedes. I mean, just pretty much raced very clean, you know, did what he needed to do in terms of those kind of those tight sectors. And in the end, maybe this is a repercussion of Chizzy of, you know, taking a qualifying kind of, you know, a lazy qualifying and just starting at the back. If Chizzy qualified even in 8th, 7th, 6th, could he have maybe overtaken Kieran from the start and done wonders? Maybe you'd say so, but 7 seconds here doesn't look like he's going to have the pace tonight to catch him. What do you make of Kieran's performance and Chizzy's decision to do that in qualifying, Batty?
I think, no, obviously Kieran, I think, had shown that, you know, when he isn't necessarily doesn't race at 100%, he normally does okay. You know, he can do it in quali for some reason, maybe because he's got max grip and, you know, absolutely zero fuel in the car, but you know, he wasn't really under pressure today, just kind of kept it clean. As I said at the start of the race, you know, the person in third decided to try and make the move on second, gave him that second gap, which he was able to just, you know, capitalise on and break away with. And Kissy probably qualified at the back just for fun. You know? Not going to win the title. Kissy's definitely won enough, you know, across numerous leagues. Very, very talented driver. So, yeah, probably just want a wee bit of fun. The only question mark would be, you know, they came out on intermediates and quali and a second time. I don't know if that was maybe by accident or not, but regardless, you know, it was there, and maybe on a different day Kissy does win it. But well done to Kieran. He's looked very comfortable from start to finish.
I think as well, disappointing one tonight for Dirty Hippo as well. Always a kind of constant threat in the top 5. Of course, you can't be great at every track. Maybe it was that incident in lap 1 he wasn't really able to recover from like Hughes did. Oi, that was a bit of a bump there. Michael's just taken a 3-second penalty as well there, Batty. So that's a bit of a huge one as well. So now realistically wipes out that one with Shadow Gunners, who's just ahead of him, but doesn't really make too much of a difference. But it does mean that Hughes has the possibility of finishing it. Oh, and Shadow Gunners has just taken another one. So Shadow Gunners there just takes us now is on to 6 seconds. So just as you were, you know, making the point about the penalties and Michael, yeah, you're absolutely furious if you're Michael. That felt like maybe an opportunity there to go up a couple of places. To TRC Victory and Shadow Gunners having this really fierce battle, though, continuously leaving each other tight angles to get through. As TRC Victory's front left wheel also bounces off the advertising board. So, but there's some aggressive driving and aggressive attempts of overtaking tonight. Thankfully, no explosive crash outs. But
Hughes might get 8th. There he is, catching Michael now.
Yeah.
And on 13 lap hards, that's pretty fucking good going.
Liam Y as well looks like he's going to be comfortable enough. Looks like that decision to go to the softs with the final 5 laps was a decision which will give him points on the board. So great decision there from Liam Y. And for James Torres, you got to feel a little bit, you know, sad for him. But mid part of the race he looked phenomenal, didn't he? And then just kind of slipped away as those hards got more and more wear and tear.
Yeah, I think just maybe let up the tyres a little bit too early, and the last few laps and the hards have come back to bite you. But yeah, he's always in around that. You know, either just out the points or just gets in there. So disappointing one for him, but
well, there you go. By confirmation just coming in. VRL Kieran, tonight's race winner at Las Vegas. Great to see Kieran finally get over the line and get a win. Such a great driver. It's always been himself that's beaten himself, and yeah, great to see him get there. Benchwarmer does get the podium position in the end, and I think
another one. Does Shadow beat? No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. TRC Victory takes the 5th spot.
He would have.
Now, I have to go back and watch the tape here. Did I say Kieran, Chizzy, Benchwarmer in that order. And I said Tiller just misses out marginally on 4th. If so, I'm the fucking greatest race predictor in the world, Bay. I'm pretty sure I said exactly that order.
Yeah.
Christ, I'm good. Feels good being the...
All I can remember is that I would say, obviously, I backed Kieran just today, because it kind of...
No, you know what I said?
Well,
I said I made it. I said Chizzy, Kieran, Benchwarmer. That's what I said. All right, I was nearly perfect. Well, listen, a great race today, and you got to feel sad for Tiller there. Said that 10-second speeding in the pit lane. But then again, can you, Batty? I think Dan said it the other night when we were in party. You know, we've been racing for so long now. Can you feel sympathy for people that get speeding in the pit lane penalties?
No, it's just sometimes, you know, you brake too early and then you accelerate and then you brake again. You know, and it's feel bad, but nah, you can't. Especially with somebody with so many races under their belt who just think that's stupid. You know, that might actually be his first in-game penalty, like of the whole thing, because I can't remember him getting a 3-second penalty.
He has been very clean, hasn't he?
So he's been very clean. Yeah. So.
Well, listen,
I'd probably put down the 12 races. You'll get 1 10-second penalty across the whole season. You know, as long as it doesn't become a consistent thing, then normally all right.
Well, I will say tonight, a great race regardless. The desync midway through wasn't ideal, but still a really good qualifying. We started on time. The race started on time. Everything was absolutely perfect, fellas. So a big thank you to all of you tonight that did race. And yeah, you know, next week should be another great fun one. Again, we're kind of at the finish point now in regards to the league. Only 4 more races to go now. Next week, Batty, we're in Bahrain. What should we be expecting in Bahrain? Yeah. A fun track, a depressing track? What's the comms there in Bahrain?
One of my favourites, just aesthetically, and I love the track. You know, the visuals of Bahrain are stunning. So it's going to be a good one for us, because we'll just get to see all the pretty camera.
It started piss pouring rain in the final 4 laps of GP3.
Oh, really? How many deaths have we got?
Well, we've got 13 people racing still at the moment.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah, but they've all committed to just finishing out the race instead of pitting, which
I mean, that is absolute soldiering on is the definition.
Yeah, everybody is literally just doing their Tokyo Drift impressions.
Well, fellas, that is all we've got for you tonight for F1, so I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the couple of subs as well. And like I said, join us tomorrow, VFL 199 on UFC 5, or one away from the big one. No, don't do that for Messiah. You just don't do that. Yeah, if you need anything, of course, let us know. If you have any racing incidents to submit, then please send them in. Either Batty, Scarata, or MKW.
All of them.
No, don't do that. Don't, please. Scarata, MKW, or Batty will handle any racing incidents. And yeah, really good tonight. Everyone was on time. Race was good. It was an exciting one. But get ready, because Lewis Welch is back next week. So that's where all